And the intro.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's go. We're back, baby. We're back in the building.
Come on, bring the energy.
Bring the energy. Guys, let's go. Welcome to the NFT Crypto Crew. It's your boy, Gig. How we feeling today?
Oh, this is an NFT crypto kind of day, let me tell you.
We're feeling great. Guys, some really cool new tech coming out on the Spaces scene. We got Super Spaces AI. Have been wanting to cover these guys. Really cool things they're doing. Spaces is relatively new. Twitter Spaces haven't been out super long, so people are still getting a feel for it and still learning.
But damn, they are utilized, at least in our crypto NFT space.
Oh, for sure. It's constant, and it's really a way to build your platform and put yourself out there. But Super Spaces is kind of the pioneer for taking that information on Spaces and creating a tool around it. And what they've done now is they've basically taken the Twitter API information and used these different variables to create a score and now create rankings for the Spaces hosts.
This is super interesting.
Yes, so you can see here that the host will get a score.
I mean, look at Fredo. This guy doesn't sleep.
Fredo.
100 hours? Oh, he almost, what the heck?
Did this guy do 100 hours on Spaces? This has got to be a world record.
What does he do?
What does he do? He's on Spaces now. Every time I go to his page, he's on a Spaces.
He must use the bathroom, take a fat dump while on this space. Because I don't know how else you could do it with that much time.
No, I think the only time he takes a break is to take a 3-hour nap and then get right back into it.
Oh my God.
So there's 4 variables that they're taking into consideration now. It's your audience on the Spaces.
Okay.
How big of an audience are you bringing in?
Huge audience.
The engagement from the audience.
Okay.
So I'm assuming, that's likes, retweets, comments, things like that.
Okay.
The amount of followers you have. That's obviously a big one.
That's got to be up there, yeah.
And the reactions in the Spaces, which I'm assuming is the reactions.
A lot of closed fists,
fist pumping, hearts, things like that. So you'll hear Fredo during Spaces sometimes say, yeah, let's see the hearts. Like the room, we retweet the room, comment the room, things like that. They're really, taking advantage of the numbers they can get here.
Oh, and they're farming, the engagement shit that can be shown and recommended. They didn't even. This just got created, right? Super Space. It's just
this is relatively new, yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure that the regular Twitter algorithm takes some of this into account before recommending it to people in your feed,
Yeah, definitely. It goes hand in hand. So, they're the first Web3 intelligence tool, and they're early adopters of using this information, on Twitter. I love hosting Twitter Spaces myself, but it's really cool to see these numbers getting put out there, right? You can kind of see how you're actually doing on the Spaces. You can actually put it on paper now.
Yeah.
Instead of kind of just, me and Tyler would go, oh, that Spaces seemed like it went pretty well. Yeah, I think it went well too. Okay. And that was really it.
There's no metric, This is the closest thing we can get to a metric on it,
Yeah. So really cool that they're doing this. They've onboarded a whole new team. They're covering all their bases. They're They're up to now about 600 Ethereum users.
Slow but steady,
and about 200 Solana users. So I believe what they're doing is if they see your data and it looks like you are a consistent Spaces host with good numbers and good data, that they'll tag you here. They did it with Soul Lizard King. They'll reach out, they'll say DM, and they'll probably get you set up, using their program here. You can, if you scroll down, you'll see some of the people they've reached out to. So they're building this little by little. They're expanding little by little.
Very smart too to do it person by person,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not like they have to do anything but just okay it basically, and then
Mm-hmm.
they'll be interested in the product, and perhaps they'll use it more, recommend it, and so it's a really good idea. I really like it. I can't wait to see if this is utilized later on.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. If they can kind of, corner the market for this, be the top dog for this. It's going to be very, very useful, because once you get the data and the numbers out there, you could even, as a host, show, how well your spaces perform.
Yeah.
On a metric, on a paper metric. Yeah. So for now, the product is pretty much just centered around hosts. I believe sometime in Q1, they plan to branch out the data more to speakers, right? So right now the data is just based off of if you're an actual host role, and shortly that'll be branched out to speakers. Now, there can be up to 7, 8, 9, 10 speakers on one specific space. So that would obviously be a lot more data to put out there, but will be really cool and really interesting to see what they're able to build. Very excited for this.
Oh yeah.
One more guy we did want to shout out here is our buddy Intern.
Oh, Intern.
I've been going on his spaces a lot. Really bright dude, really consistent dude. He is number 3 on the Solana chain right now. Him and Fredo. I mean, those guys.
I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they wake up, they eat the breakfast, they have the spaces on.
Yep, that's it.
They go to work, they throw the spaces on in the background.
Yep, first thing, they roll over, click spaces live, throw the toast in the toaster, brush the teeth. By the time they get back, the people are rolling in the spaces. It's crazy. These guys are really dedicated.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see how dedicated these top 10 or top 20 are. Because they're really putting in the work, and really cool metric. Really excited to see what you got. Super Spaces. Love you guys. Hope to talk with you guys soon.
Definitely.
Appreciate it, guys. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe. Hit us up on Twitter, Geck with Gig. Super, baby.
Bullish.
Hop on the spaces, man.
I mean, join as a speaker. We got stats on that.
We got stats now, man. We got the spaces stats. What are you waiting for? Bullish.
Well, so bullish.